Hello everybody. So once again we are working on the truck. Today we are going to be figuring out why the truck squeaks. I already technically figured it out. So it's the tensioner, or rather the belt. Actually it might be the belt. What we're going to do to figure out what it is basically we're going to lift this tensioner, take off the belt, and move all these pulleys to see which one is squeaking. If it's none of them, then it's the belt itself. Or another potential one could just be the tensioner itself. So, here's what we're gonna do. I have a piece of cardboard and a Sharpie. Before I take the belt off, I want to go ahead and map out where everything is. Make a little diagram basically. Because for some reason, my truck does not have one around here anywhere. Of which I am not sure why. So, I'll probably have my uncle or someone make me a diagram. I don't know. That way I can go ahead and stick it onto the truck. I'm guessing it probably went here. Again, I don't know. So, we're gonna find out. For now, let me go ahead and make a quick diagram and then we'll go ahead and get to taking off the tensioner. Okay, it's a little bit crude, but you know, it'll work. So, I went ahead and made sure to get all the different pulleys diagrammed. I don't really know what each of them does. This is for the oil, tensioner, alternator. I don't know what those bottom ones are for. Maybe a water pump or something. One of them's for the fan. So, yeah. So we got all of them here. Now, I went to Harbor Freight because my wrench wasn't strong enough to take this off, and it doesn't have that little square thing to take it off. So I went ahead and got me a tensioner tool, which is this serpentine belt toolkit. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this big one right here, slap onto 16mm, and then well, you'll see what happens. Okay, went ahead and got the tool with a 16mm socket. So gotta find a good angle here because I want to make sure I capture this, although I'm not really sure where to put it. Maybe here. Yeah, that'll work. So we're just gonna go ahead and select this in here. Yep, it fits. That's really easy. Okay. It's kind of scary, but you know, once the tension's off, slide the belts off it, and there you go. And then from there, I'm not even sure if I want to take off the belt. Honestly, I just made the diagram just in case. Because looking at this belt, it was definitely replaced when I bought it. It doesn't look glazed or worn at all. Maybe I just need to tension the actual tensioner a little bit more. I don't know. Like I said, we're gonna experiment. So, let's get a closer look. So we got this thing here, which is not making any noise. It's fine. The actual tensioner, nice and quiet. Get my hand on there. Bit of a noise, but nothing that shouldn't create such a squeal. Alternator. Yeah. Everything looks fine there. How about down here? Nothing. And then we got the one all the way down there, which for that one, I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and climb underneath the truck floor. Let's see here. Yikes, this one's really rusted up. Okay. And I don't think this one's. Oh, yeah, that one's not gonna move. And this one, which is also really quiet. So, it's none of the pulleys that are making the noises then, which is interesting. Let's go and climb back out. So, all of the pulleys are fine. They don't have any kind of like resistance or anything. I don't know. Maybe the tensioner just needs to be tighter. The belt seems fine. I mean, I'm looking at it. Nothing seems to be, you know, bad there. Make sure everything stays on. Yeah. I don't know. We'll do some more research and I'll come back to you guys. Okay guys, so here's what we're gonna do. we're gonna try a little test on the truck. So we got a bottle of water right here. There's an easy test that you can do on the belt that can show you if it's the belt itself and the pulley, or sorry, the tensioner, or it could be one of the components, which would be the most likely suspects, the alternator, or well, one of the components. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got the water here, and what we're gonna do is gonna go ahead and turn it on, spray the belt a little bit, see if it continues to whine, and that'll tell us what our culprit is. So let's go ahead, turn on the truck. Oops. Sit down. Let me see. Okay. Oh, that's right. I need to connect the battery. Hello there, everybody. So, let me turn around. So, I went ahead, checked all the pulleys again, they're all fine. So I was like, okay, well, what else could it be? I did some more research, and I found out that low power steering also causes it. You know, I go ahead and I come on over here to check the power steering. There you go. So I go ahead and check the power steering. See, is this the cold side? Yeah, this is the cold side. It's dry. It's bone dry. So I got some power steering fluid, and it's a pretty good one too. Stops leaks and stuff. It was like $15. Very expensive compared to the regular one, but you know, stops leaks. I don't know if it leaks, but you know, it's good just to be on the safe side. So it's for American vehicles, including Fords. That's what it says here. So let's just go ahead and dump some of that in there. Got this power steering fluid, just make sure. Just dump in some there. Go ahead and check it real quick. There we go. That was easy. So it now has power steering fluid. Did not need that much for some reason. Okay. Now that it has power steering fluid, let's go ahead and start her up. See if she whines. Okay, here we go. So it wasn't the power steering fluid then. At least it's not fixing it immediately. So if it wasn't the power steering, even though it was empty, and that possibly could have been something. Let me quickly check it again. Because the engine isn't necessarily hot per se. Come on. But I wouldn't say it's cold either. There we go. So let me grab a quick napkin or something so I can wipe that off. There we go. Let's go ahead, wipe this off real quick. Make sure it's nice and bone dry. Okay, give it a quick dip. Bring it out. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit over the cold fill. So like I said, it should be fine because it's warm, not exactly cold. So, what else could it be? I'm not sure, honestly. Could be the tension. Maybe it's just not tensioning correctly. Feels fine. I don't know. The biggest problems other than the power steering that I just mentioned would be, well, it did also say aerated fluid, and well, I just opened it up, so maybe I just need to let it run for a little bit. Maybe it could have been the power steering. Let me do some more research real quick before, you know, I do anything. Maybe I could take it out real quick, get it all warmed up, see if it continues, see what happens. Hey guys, so I've just woken up and went to O'Reilly's to pick up the parts. I have just woken up and gotten the Master Pro belts and hoses serpentine belt. It was $40. So hopefully this is my problem. After some more research, got really dark, hang on. After a little bit more research, I have found out that my belt is glazed, so that could be the reason for the squeaking. Again, it didn't have power steering fluid, so now it does. So it already got quiet after that, but now we're dealing with it squeaking while it's cold. So you don't really want that. So as you can see here, this belt is really shiny and like brownish and smooth and stuff. It's really, it isn't supposed to be. Now, when we go look at the new belt, in the sun here, look at the new belt, it's black and matte. So, a lot better looking. Seems to be the right size. We're gonna find out. So, first things first, we're gonna disconnect the battery. That's way, while we're working on the belt, the truck doesn't accidentally turn on somehow. And then we'll go ahead and take it off. Let's go ahead and get straight to that. So once again, I have this diagram here to show me where the belt's supposed to go. How I'm gonna do it, I have no idea, but yeah. So first things first, let's go ahead and take off the old belt. It's not really a way for me to record this, honestly, so I'm just gonna wing it. Yeah. Hopefully this is a good angle. We'll find out. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this off. Okay, so here's the old belt. Turn around. Wow. Okay, so while it doesn't have any cracks or anything in it, the lines inside are definitely very worn compared to the brand new ones. Here's the old ones, hopefully you can see that. And this is what the new ones look like. A lot tighter. So yeah, there's no cracks in it, but it is glazed and it is definitely worn. So luckily we are going to be replacing this. I don't know why I threw that away. We need to see if this is the right size. Yep. Okay, we got the right size. So now we're just going to go ahead and follow the diagram and see how far that gets us. Cool. Let's go ahead and go underneath. Take this with me. Ugh. Forgot how disgusting it is down there. Haven't taken a shower yet, so it's fine. I'll take a shower after. Man, that sucks. Okay. That's why you wear safety glasses. A little bit of rust in the eye never hurt anybody. Okay. Let's see how badly things got messed up around here. Okay, so here's a problem I'm having. Let me show you guys. I have to lift this thing to put on the belt, but the bar I'm using gets in the way of the belt. So, how do I put the belt on? That's the real question going on here. There's gotta be some way to do it. Just gotta keep trying. This heat's starting to get to me, honestly. I thought it would be done before it got hot. Okay, so I don't have much battery, so I'm just gonna do this very quickly. I figured out how to do it. So, it's on. I made sure everything's correct. And here's how you do it. So, you bypass the alternator bit, you leave it hanging, and then you go ahead and loosen up the tensioner, slip it onto the alternator, which then allows you to, well, tighten it. So I'm probably gonna try to center it a little bit more before I try it out. So I'll go ahead and get that recording actually, because I didn't get the actual part I wanted on recording. So, it's a little bit more better. Make sure everything's correct before I turn on the truck. Looks good. Looks good. 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 Okay. Just go ahead and connect the battery. Hopefully the belt doesn't slip off and break everything. Ooh, this camera's hot. Okay. So. Let me just quickly make sure it didn't fall off, because that sounded kind of weak, honestly. No, it's on. Okay. Let's try it again. No belt squeak. Just check it out real quick. We got a working belt with no belt squeak as well at all. So that's what the problem was. A lot tighter too. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let this run for a bit, make sure the belt doesn't fall off or anything, and then yeah, that's that. Hopefully that fixes the belt squeak. It did start a little bit weak still. I'm not sure why. Again, it could possibly be the missing spark plug that I didn't finish. So it's technically running like 5.5 cylinders. I don't know, but yeah, I got to figure out why it turns on so weak, honestly. And I got another problem on top of the rearview mirror not being there. My windshield wipers make a noise. So they're making that noise, so we gotta figure out what that is. And yeah, those are the two current problems I have right now with the truck: the rearview mirror and the windshield wipers. I mean, they're still working, they just make a really weird noise. I just want to figure out what it is, honestly. So as of right now, I don't really have much money. I need a job, so it's gonna be a minute before I make a new video. But for next one, it's gonna be either of those two, or maybe both. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, see you guys. We have no more squeak.